Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1957 Smith Corona Silent Super vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the top typewriters of all time. It's got an address etched into the side there. Somebody tried to remove it, it seems, but it doesn't look too bad. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller of that piece of paper. This is the left margin and this is the right margin. I'm going to set those after I load the page, and this is the paper support arm that flips out from the back. This is the paper bail that sits on top, and it's got two paper fingers. So I'm going to put those on the edge, and we're going to set those margins to be in between those, because if you set them too close to the paper finger, the vibrator can get stuck on that and cause errors in the beginning and the end. Right now they look good, so I'm just going to keep them where they are. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch back 1 notch. It skips 2, 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. I switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Some people say that this is the best of all time, and when it works really good and it's tuned up, it can be on the top list. Beautiful print, pica typeface, prints 10 characters per inch. The feel of it, it's just super smooth, it's quiet, and it's reliable. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip it forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Going to put the color back on black and flip this down for now. It feels like it's super durable. So I made a comment one time saying that this is my go-to when I have to type something, because if I do have Hermes 3000s, but I'm not going to grab that because I don't want to get it dirty. So this one is just super sturdy. You can't really scratch it because the finish isn't like a glossy, and you can't really see scratches on this. The color is desert sand, so it does get dirty. It shows dirt more than like a black one would, but I really like that color. It's got a really cool color, and I think they came in blue and green on this specific model too. So this one is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little, stands out a little bit better than something that's like a bright color. I'm going to shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side, very good. Tab on the top right. And this is the difference between the Silent Super and the Silent, is this has a tab set and clear on the keyboard, whereas the Silent is a manual tab set on the back. It has actual tabs that you pull out. Right now they're set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of them by hitting that CL button right next to the tab button. Fast action, clear and set. So now we shouldn't have any tabs, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So I'm just going to hit that set button below the clear button, and it just stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want. On this model, on the Silent, I think you only get 6 tabs, and those things fall out all the time, so you're lucky if you get 6. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end, or until you get stuck on that paper finger there. There's your backspace. This does have a 1 key. Some of them don't. Some of them do on the Silent Super. Traditional typewriters don't have a 1 or exclamation point, so you got to hit that lowercase L for the 1, and the exclamation point is Shift 8, which is the apostrophe, backspace, and period underneath that. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right if you want to switch that direction manually. Just flip that switch above the backspace up. It'll pull to the left, flip it down, it pulls to the right. And it has an automatic reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon, there's a little eyelet, which is a little metal piece. It will pull on this on either side, and that's the automatic reverse. It will reverse it to the side it needs to go to. Touch control on the inner left side. Low is all the way to the right, high is all the way to the left, or in between. Just want to play with that to gauge your preference as far as touch control goes. And carriage release on both sides, nice metal carriage release. And this is an all-around actual better typewriter than the newer ones they made, like the Sterling and the Super Sterling, because they had everything was more plastic. They had plastic carriage releases. It's an awesome typewriter, but I don't think you can really compare to this. They just took their time with this and made it right, and it's hard to recreate perfection when it comes to these typewriters. This is your carriage lock. If you've lifted up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there. To unlock it, you just move the carriage to the right. Carriage release on the left. Super smooth. This is just an amazing machine. Really nice condition. Pull out that lever there. It disables the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever on the inside here. You flip that down, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And it has the page gauge on the inside there. When you load the page, you want to load it right below the 11 on that red little notch on the left side, on the end side. And as you're feeding it through, it starts to warn you when you get close to the bottom of the page. That's 2 inches left of the bottom, 1 inch, and that's the end. And one cool thing about this specific model is you could pull out the platen very easily. So you flip that panel down, flip this up, and there's a little lever on the inside here. Flip that up. You gotta pull out the lever on that side too. Flip this up, and you can pull right out so you can get in there and clean up a jam. Anything that's jammed up in there, and it just snaps like basically right back down in there. And then you just push that. This is what I pulled out, which is the line space retainer. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.